guys, I'm back from our shows.
Hey guys, we're back.
So, who is the hungry Superman of all?
Superman.
Yeah.
What does superheroes get when they don't go their way? Power.
Why doesn't Batman play cards? He doesn't want anything to do with the Joker.
What did the parachutes get checked? They fell for it.
How do you get snow out of the air? You use a skyscraper.
And what do you get when you put one night above another? An overnighter.
What did the
Ask
one
me.
superhero save the chickens? Because they tried to cross the road at rush hour.
What kind of beam can you never walk across? A beam of light.
What do superheroes use to fix their ripped disguises, masking teeth?
What did the sun say to the cloud? I'm going to try and whether you like it or not.
Yeah. Which superhero does the most curious? Wonder Woman.
What did the rocket say to Earth? I'm going to have to take off now.
What did one Mauer say to the other when a low-flying plane came down? Duck!
Whack. What did the rocket fall over? It was a little owl space.
What kind of boat never needs a nut? Lightning bolt.
Where did the mist go? It vanished into thin air.
What do you call a cheese? What did the cheese call to the sandwich? My hero.
Why was the sleeping bed? It was under the weather.
How did Buzz do in space? He went above and beyond.
How did the ocean keep its floor very tight?
How do galaxies work out on their ellipticals?
What would happen if the thieves stole everyone's clocks? They wouldn't have the time in the world.
Yeah. Why was the wind always poor? It always blew all of its money.
What did Santa's reindeer fly the highest? Comet.
How does a barber trim a planet's hair? He flips it.
Why did the galaxy fall apart? It spins out of control.
Why did the door lead the ballgate? Someone knocked it out of the park.
Why did the sun get richer? Because of its rays.
What did the sun say to the moon? You're looking very shady.
Why don't olives like being eaten? It's the pits.
What do you call an old rocket? A blast from the past.
What happens if you embarrass the planet? It turns red.
What happens when the moon hits its head? It sees stars.
Why did the spaceship miss the moon? It didn't plan it very well.
And what did the rocket think of its ride? It was a blast.
Where does the Earth keep all of its trophies? On its mantle.
What does the moon put on its cheese? A crescent roll.
How does the North Star eat its ice cream with the Big Dipper?
How do stars get clean? Meteor showers.
Why do planets get to clean all the time? Because of stardust.
What's an asteroid's favorite candy? A fireball.
Why did the Cubs think they were in space? The saucers were flying.
Why were the asteroids hiding from the comets? They were telling them.
Why was the squirrel worried? It went out of its way on a limb.
How do galaxies get really good reception from their satellites?
Why did the sun go to that doctor? It was seeing spots.
How do asteroids keep their pants up with their belts?
What do pizza and the Earth have in common? Crust.
How do you know when a planet dies? It reads its orbiter.
How do you know when planets are upset? There is a revolution.
Who was the sorriest in the space program? I belong G.
Why did the think those planets were spacey? They were a little far out there.
What did the moon say as it looks through the binoculars backward? What a small world.
How does the Earth chop wood? It uses its axis.
Where did the planet move to get a bigger galaxy? Needed more space.
Why it seems to always bring everyone down? Gravity.
We're right near where I went to school.
Yep. What happened?
I said we're right near where I went to school.
Oh, nice.
What seems to always bring everyone down? Gravity.
It's right there. How do you know which one's moon's crust? It has a silver lining.
How do other planets learn to the truth about Earth? Its surface.
Which cow gives the most milk? The other one.
Which superhero is the hardest to find? Wonder Woman.
What class players with sport air hockey?
Why does Spider-Man get this mail at his web address?
Why did the astronaut have to sit down in the boat? He didn't want a rocket.
Why is the sun's birthday present wet? It has a rainbow on it.
Who wanders through the sun, a passing cloud?
Uh, why did the planet struggle to understand it all? It was kind of dense.
What does the sun do when it needs help? It sends up a flare.
Where do planes go? Where do planes like to fish? In the jet stream.
What sound does the shooting star make? A big bang.
How does the Earth catch two fish at once? It uses both its poles.
Why did the light get pulled over? It was speeding.
Why does the sun have it when it sleeps daydreams?
My ice cream cone. It was out of this world.
Did you hear about the story about the comet? It's acquired a tail.
What do stars get when they lose? Constellation prizes.
How do you know when a crop? How do you clean a back with a vacuum?
How did the cloud trick the lightning? It stole thunder.
Who was the flattest hero in the world? Iron Man.
What kind of sound did the aurora?
What is an astronaut's favorite dance? The moonwalk.
What do you go to buy a superhero? A supermarket.
How do heroes keep it all together? A super glue.
What was the ropes doing on the island? It was stranded.
I would totally super glue myself to vengeance.
I super glue myself with this one.
What did Little Rocket say to booster
The
chairs?
What did the sun tell the moon when it was sad? Look on the bright side.
What do a bathtub and Jupiter have in common? They
Like
both-
this one tells me when I'm sad that my favorite ride broke down.
Yeah.
What kind of pets do stars have? Sun dogs.
Why was Mars so green? It was sunbathing.
Why was the cloud so rich? It stole its silver lining.
Yeah. What did the moon do when it grew up? It went through a lot of phases.
How come the moon couldn't eat anymore? Because it was full.
How can you tell when the moon is sad? It was blue.
Why did the star look so tired? It was burnt out.
What was Walt Disney's favorite planet? Pluto.
What do Martians like to do for the summer? Space camp.
How does the universe like to zero? The Milky Way.
How does Jupiter hold up its plants? Held up his pants. The asteroid built.
What's the moon's favorite gum? Eclipse.
How does Neptune get clean in a meteor shower?
Why couldn't the bulb light up? It had no ideas.
Why did everyone create the present was as far as thing going? It was gifted.
What do words behind tail and rare have in common? They're all backwards.
Why did the fishing pole know all the answers? It was a real thinker.
What did the brain ask the machine? Am I alright?
That's funny.
Yeah.
What do the pole as North Pole and South Pole have in common? Nothing. They're just polar opposites.
Why couldn't the scroll think it was no brainer?
What's the cauliflower struggle would put on a puzzle to get couldn't wrap its head around it?
What does a dog and your tummy have in common? They both growl
When they're hungry.
I get that one.
Me too.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't the duck fly away? It was rubber.
Why did the Cards have to quit the game? Someone realized they weren't playing a full deck.
Which kind of water has some motion? The ocean, because it's so deep.
What kind of break doesn't hurt? Spring break.
What has to go down before you can get up? Your fever.
Sometimes summer break hurts, guys.
What's up?
I was saying sometimes summer break hurts because you're away from your friends.
Mm-hmm.
Just when do you get when you take a high out of a story? Just another story.
What was the egg so confused? It was scrambled.
How can you make the word gone go and put the word all in front of it?
How did the rope come out untied? They're not sure.
How did the rhino let the other animals know they were in its right? It used its horn.
What did the baby wear on his face when it was born? Nothing but a smile.
I'll be back later, guys.
Bye.